Well, hello, my cornerstone buddies. This is Mr. Matt from Classroom 6 coming to you from my home/office. Home/office, my garage/office here at home. That's why I'm not wearing a mask. Okay, so today we're going to be playing the problem-solving game, Hygiene Edition. Okay, so first we're going to pick our piece. And I'm going to choose the piece I always choose for this game, which is the character of Matt. Because my name is Matt. So I will put him on start. Okay, so let's say you're working in the garden and your hands are dirty. It's time for lunch and there is no soap to wash your hands. What should you do? Skip lunch? Or wash your hands with water and then use hand sanitizer? So we're going to play the problem-solving game. Your job is to listen to the stories and decide if there is an emergency, who can help you, and what you should say. And to do that, we have our problem-solving guide. Is this an emergency? Is someone seriously hurt? Is someone in serious danger? Does something need to be done right now? Who can help you? How can you get help? What will you say? What will you do? Alrighty. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is roll our dice. And I have some dice right here, and I'm going to roll them. All right. And I got a 5 and a 1. And if you count those dots, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to move my character 6 paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need to go to our problem-solving scenario card. So 1 second. Okay, and our first problem-solving card says, you are trying to get dressed for work. You don't have any clean clothes in your closet. You cannot tell whether the clothes on your floor are clean or dirty. Is this an emergency? Who can help you? What will you say or do? Okay, so now we're on our problem-solving guide page. And again, you are trying to get dressed for work. You don't have any clean clothes in your closet. You cannot tell whether the clothes on your floor are clean or dirty. Okay, so is this an emergency? Is someone seriously hurt? No. Is someone in serious danger? No. Does something need to be done right now? Yes. Okay, who can help you? Well, it depends on who you live with. Okay, if you live with your parents, they can help you. Let's see what our choices are. Oh, yes, let's zoom out. Okay, well, you could help yourself, right? Or if you live with your parents, they can help you. Your supervisor at work is not going to help you. Your team members at work probably won't be able to help you. A friend might be able to help you if he or she is not busy. And although you'd have to have the friend come over. So your aide at school won't be able to help you because your aide is at school. Police officer, you're not going to call the police for this. A doctor, you don't need a doctor for this. Well, let's see. I guess you could talk to your parents, or if you actually team member, you could probably go to a team member if you live in a group home. All right, but you'll probably go to your parents.
Parents.
Okay. How can you get your parents' help? Well, oops, there we go again. This zooming out thing is just so much fun. Oh, look at that. I did it again. Okay, so I hope you can see this. So are you going to call your parents on the phone? You could text them if they're in like another part of the house. Or you could just talk to them in person. Let's say in person. All right, and what will you say? All right. Okay, you could say, I need help figuring out. So we don't need this. If my clothes don't need this. On the floor are dirty or clean. Oops, not gonna fit. So you'd say, I need help figuring out if my clothes on the floor are dirty or clean. Okay, now be advised that when you ask your parents this, you tell your parents this, they're going to say, probably going to say, what are your clothes doing on the floor anyways? So you may have some splaining to do. Okay, so what will you do? Let's see. You're not going to stay with any injured people. There aren't any injured people. You're not going to need to move to a safe place. You're going to go get help from your parents. All right. So, thank you, Ms. Computer. Okay. Back to the game board. Okay, so now we get to roll our dice again. All right. This time I rolled a 5 and a 4. So if you count up these dots, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so let's move Matt 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roll again. Holy moly. All right, I shall roll again. All right. And I got snake eyes. Oh. All right. I got 2 1s. 1, 2. So I'll move 2 spaces. 1, 2. Now we'll go to our scenario cards. Okay, the second card says, you are running late and don't have time to take a shower or brush your teeth before work. You don't look or smell good. All right. Let us go to the problem-solving guide. Okay, so is this an emergency? Okay, so you're going to work and you don't have time to take a shower or brush your teeth before work. You don't look or smell good. Is this an emergency? Is somebody seriously hurt? No. Is someone in serious danger? No. Does something need to be done right now? Yeah, well, yeah, probably. You know, you don't want to show up to work all, smelly and looking not too good, So let's see, who can help you? Probably the only thing you could do I don't know. Let's see. This is a tough one, actually. Let's see. So you haven't taken a shower, and you don't look or smell good. You haven't brushed your teeth. Uh, what you could do is you could help yourself. All right. All right. How can you get help? Well, you're going to be basically just helping yourself, I guess. And what you could do is you could, I'm assuming you'd probably be getting a ride into work. You know, you'll probably be getting a ride into work or going on the bus. Um, yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe you can't really help yourself in this one. I guess you, I would say like, if you're getting a ride into work with your staff, um, your driver, you could ask your driver if you could brush your teeth and put your deodorant on while you're riding in the van. You could do that. Um, so yeah, let's try that. Okay, so you're going to be talking to, excuse me, your aide, all right, the person who drives your van, and you'll be talking to them in person. And what will you say? Um, I need to brush my all right teeth and put on deodorant while you drive me to work. Is that okay with you? Oh, doesn't fit. So is that okay? And hopefully they will be okay with it. So basically, there's no injured person to there's no injured person to stay with. You don't have to move to a safe area and call for help. Basically, you're just gonna go get help from your van driver. Alrighty. So I guess we solved that problem satisfactorily. The only other thing you could do would be to, call into work and say you're going to be late. But, that doesn't really work too well. So hopefully you can do that while the person drives you. You probably wouldn't be able to do this on on public transportation on like the city bus because people would be looking at you and going, you wouldn't want to do that. So okay, and if you were driving yourself, well, it's kind of hard to drive and brush your teeth and put deodorant on. So I wouldn't recommend that. So hopefully you have a driver and you can probably do this while your driver drives. All right, let's go back to the game board. Okay, back at the game board, and I shall roll again. Alrighty. Oh, look at this. What did I get here? I got a 2 and a 1. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I have to move Matt 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Go back 1 space. So I got to go back 1 space. Now let's go to our problem-solving scenario cards. Okay, now it looks like we're faced with an emergency here. You are ironing your clothes. The doorbell rings and you go to answer it. You leave the iron face down. Okay, so leaving the iron face down, this is the hot part of the iron, which you should never touch. All right. If you leave it face down, it's hot and it's going to keep heating up whatever it's touching. And in this case, when you come back, the ironing board is smoking and has caught on fire. Okay, so let's go to our problem-solving guide. Okay, here we are at the problem-solving guide. So the iron has caused the ironing board to catch fire, and it's burning. You don't want to leave the iron, face down, and leave the room. You don't want to do that. Okay, so first of all, let's get that out of the way. Don't do that. Okay. Is somebody seriously hurt? Not yet, but you could be. Is somebody in serious danger? Yes, you. And whoever you live with. Okay, does something need to be done right now? Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's see who can help you. Now, I don't know. So if you're ironing, the way this scenario is set up, it makes it sound like you're probably living on your own, because if you went to go answer the door, you're probably alone. Okay. So I'm not going to suggest that you put the fire out yourself because that might be too dangerous for you. So who can help you? Okay, so let's see. The fire department can help you, but since that is not an option, I think we're just going to have to say police officer. And for some reason we didn't get police officer. Okay, so let's just write a little note in here. We can write fire. Whoops, no, we can't write. Okay. You want to call the fire department. So how can you get help? Let's see. Obviously, you're going to call 911, right? 911. That's the number to call in an emergency. Okay, so what will you say? I need help? Yep. You would give your address. And since we can't fit the address in here, we're just going to say I am at home, but you'd want to give your address, like, 665 Dyer Avenue. Okay, your address. Help is for a fire. Well, the help is for me. There's a fire in my house. Okay. Or you could say there's a fire in my apartment, let's say. What will you do? Okay, so you're going to move to a safe area and call for help. All right. Okay, so we solved that problem. Let's go back to the game board. Okay, let's roll our dice. Okay, I got 2 2s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, gonna move my mat piece 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we go back to our problem solving, our scenarios. Hold on. Okay, this is another emergency one. So you find your little cousin drinking from a bottle of mouthwash. Not good. You don't know how much he drank. He is too young to tell you. All right. Let's go to our problem solving guide. Okay, so is this an emergency? Is someone seriously hurt? Not yet. Is someone in serious danger? Yes. Does something need to be done right now? Yes. Who can help you? All right, so you're probably going to want to get your little cousin to a doctor. Oops. Ah, doctor. All right. How can you get help? You're going to call. Okay, you're going to call. You could call the Poison Control Center, but probably, to play it safe, you want to take your cousin by ambulance to the doctor. If you're on your own, if there are no adults or staff around. So we're just going to assume you are. All right, so I need help. I am at, once again, you want to give your address. That's the school's address, but you would give them your own address. The help is for my cousin. Oops. He drank mouth wash. Right, so we don't need this. So the help is for my cousin. He drank mouthwash. All right, so what will you do? You're gonna stay with the injured person. You're gonna stay with your little cousin until the ambulance gets there.
Stay with the injured person.
All right. So we solved that problem. All right, let's go back to the game board. Okay, we're gonna roll the dice again. Okay, we got a 4 and a 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me move Matt 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go back. Let's go to our scenario cards. Okay, your supervisor or your boss has to pull you aside and remind you to take better care of your personal grooming needs. So I guess you must have forgotten to shave or use deodorant, or you haven't washed your hair and your face is dirty, whatever. Okay, let's go to our problem-solving guide. Okay, is this an emergency? Is someone seriously hurt? No. Your feelings might be hurt, but no one is seriously injured, Is someone in serious danger? No, not really. Does something need to be done right now? Not at the moment when your boss pulls you aside, but when you get home, yeah, you should do something about it. So, let's see. Who can help you? I guess we'll assume you're living on your own. And you may have somebody who checks in with you. So let's see. If you're living on your own, you probably have someone who checks in with you who is like an aide. So you probably want to go to them. How can you get help? You could text them, right? Let's see, text.
Text.
All right. What will you say in the text? Let's see. So you can say, I need help. My boss says I need to, don't need this. Let's see, be cleaned up better. And I go to work. Okay, so you can say, I need help. My boss says I need to be cleaned up better when I go to work. So I'm sure your aide who checks in with you at where you live will be happy to help you. So your aide will either text you or call you and tell you what to do, or will come over and show you what to do. So let's see. What are you going to do? I guess you're going to go get help, which you did. You didn't have to get the help. You texted the help on your phone. Texted for help. Okay, so we solved that problem. Let's go back to the game board. Okay, let's see. Let's get our dice and roll them. Okay, we got a 1 and a 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 3. So let's move Matt 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. Move ahead 2 spaces. And we're at the finish. But we'll do one more problem. We'll do one more scenario, okay? So here we go. Okay, your friend has not been showering and has a very strong body odor. Oof, stinky. All right, so is this an emergency? Let's go to our problem-solving guide. Okay, so is this an emergency? No, not really. No one's seriously hurt. No one is in serious danger. Does something need to be done right now? Sure, why not? Okay. Who can help you? Well, you can take care of the problem yourself.
Myself.
Okay. How can you get help? Let's see. You can either talk to your friend. Oops. You can call your friend and talk to them about the problem. You could text them, but that's kind of impersonal, you know. Or you could talk to them in person. Probably, maybe calling's a bit too impersonal also. So you want to rule out call and text. You can talk to them in person. All right. What will you say? You want to be polite and tactful. So you could say, Let's get rid of this. We don't need this. You could ask them a question like, you could just say, I take a shower every day so that I don't smell bad. And then you could ask the question, do you do say, I take a shower every day so that I don't smell bad. Do you do that too? You can, ask a question, depending on what they say, they might say, yes, I do, or no, I don't. And then, you can say, well, might be a good idea if you do, because, I'm your friend and I want to help. And, I just noticed that you just haven't been smelling too good lately, and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but if you take a shower every day, and use deodorant, that would help with that. Only your friends will tell you. Okay, so what will you do? Well, you're not really doing any of these things. You're not going to get help. You're not moving to a safe area and calling for help. You're not staying with the injured person, because no one's injured. So, what will you do? I guess you can just say you will help. You will help. Okay. Well, that's all we have time for today, Cornerstone friends. And next comes the song. So hang in there. Okay, my Cornerstone peeps. This is an old song by a band called the Grateful Dead. So here we go. It's kind of a weird song, so bear with me. Red, white, and blue, blue suede shoes. I'm Uncle Sam. How do you do? Give me 5. I'm still alive. Ain't no luck. I learned to duck. I check my pulse. It don't change. Stay 72. Shine or rain. Wave the flag. I pop the bag. I rock the boat. Go buy a goat. Wave that flag. Wave it wide and high. Summertime has come and gone, my oh my. Hey, I'm Uncle Sam, that's who I am. I've been hiding out in a rock and roll band. shake the hand that shook the hands of P.T. Barnum and Charlie Chan. Hey, I'll shine your shoes, light your blue fuse. Can you use those U.S. blues? Drink your health, share your wealth, run your life, meet your wife. Hey, wave that flag, wave it wide and high. Well, summertime has come and gone, my oh my. Well, back to back, a chicken shack. Son of a gun, better change your act. We're all confused, what's to lose? You can call this song the United States Blues. Wave that flag, yeah, wave it wide and high. Well, summertime's done, come and gone, my oh my, my oh my, my oh my, oh my. Hey, well, wave that flag, yeah, wave it wide and high, yeah.